Hey class, welcome back. Hope everybody had a great break. Hope everyone had some great food. I know I did. How's everyone doing today? How was their break?
Super good.
We got a super good from Ryan. Draymond, how we doing today? We feeling good, buddy?
Had a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. That's awesome. Love to hear it. You know, I had a great break too. It's always good to see some family, eat some great food. And now we're back. And today we're going to get into it. We're going to get into one of my favorite lifts. You know, as I say with lifting, it's a great way to relieve stress, especially during these times. You know, I know a lot of people are going through it, whatever that is, with the pandemic going on. But today we're going to let that all go and we're going to go over the conventional deadlift. You know, this is one of my favorite lifts to perform and we're going to get into it today. Starting off with the objectives, like we always do in every class, we'll start with the importance of warming up. And warming up isn't only important with the deadlift, it's whatever lift we're doing today. Whether it's a squat, a bench, whether we're running, we always want to warm up first, so that's what we're going to go over first. After this, I'll go over the proper form for conducting a deadlift, and we'll also identify the common mistakes that people make when performing the deadlift. And with this, we'll get a live video of one of my professional lifters. He'll be here lifting with us today, and he'll show us how to properly do the deadlift. Starting off with the 3 warm-ups we're going to focus on today. We're going to hit the flamingo stretch, an Achilles stretch, and a figure 4 into a side lunge. So we'll have my trained professional get in here with us today, and I'll break it down as he does it. All right, guys, now we're going to get started with our warm-up. Got my professional Kyle here today helping us out. First things first, we're going to start with the flamingo stretch. Kyle's going to show us how it's done here. Grabbing the back of the heel. We want to grab right here on the heel. We don't want to grab too high on the foot. Grabbing up here puts pressure on our knees. We want to grab the back of the heel, stretching us all the way down the quad, getting those quads activated to perform the deadlift. So we typically do that for about 10 to 15 seconds. Then you switch sides, getting both equally activated. Next, Kyle's getting into the Achilles stretch. You just need any wall to press up against, and you'll feel the stretch all the way down, getting through the hamstring, all the way into the Achilles, into the heel. This is perfect because this is what we're going to need to do to perform the deadlift. We're going to need to push from our heels into our hamstrings, through our glutes, and all the way up. Lastly, we're going to get into a figure 4 into a lateral sideways lunge. This gets our hips ready to activate for that deadlift, while also getting that inside groin area ready to push through those legs. Now that we're all warmed up, we're going to get into the proper forms for the deadlift. Okay, class, now that we're all nice and warmed up, we're going to get into the proper form that we need to be doing when we're conducting the deadlift. First off, we're starting with the approach. So we're going to look at where you want to be standing, how close we want to be to the bar, where we want our feet positioned to be next to the bar, and then we'll get into how we're going to grab the bar, where we're going to put our hands, what grips we're going to be doing when pulling up the deadlift, leading into the pull. So how we're going to pull this bar up, what muscles we're going to focus on when we're pulling it up, and then we'll get into lowering the bar. So how once we get to the top, how we're going to go back down. Then we'll pause it and I'll get right into it. All right, guys, now we're warm. I've gone over the proper ways to do the deadlift. Now we're going to see it firsthand here with Kyle. He's going to show us how it's done here. We'll go step by step, just like we did in the slides, and it'll be nice and easy for us. So first things first, we're going over the approach to the bar. So this is basically where we're going to stand on the bar, how close we're going to be to it before we perform the deadlift. If you can see from this angle, Kyle's about 3 to 4 inches from the bar. He's not too far and he's not too close. He's in a good position where he'll be able to pull that bar straight up. If he's too far out, he's going to be putting stress on his lower back, and we want to focus on our glutes and our hamstrings when we're pulling this bar up here. So next, we're going to get into the overall position that we're holding the bar, how we're holding it, what grips we're going to be using. And when we're doing this, we're going to do an over grip. Hands are going to be on the bar just like this. They're a little over shoulder width apart. They're not too far and they're not too close from here. So this puts us in a good position to go straight up with the bar. Now that we got our hands set, we're going to go with the pull. Kyle's going to pull from his heels to his Achilles, from his hips and hamstrings, straight up. As you can see, he didn't put any stress on his lower back. It was straight in the glutes and the hamstrings. Now from here, we're going to go down, keeping his back flat, no arch, straight back, and a nice, easy release. We're not going to jerk it. We're not going to go too hard down. We're going to go nice and easy, controlling the weight. Whenever we're doing this, we want to make sure the weight is easy enough for us to control So no jerking movements going down or up. Now we're gonna get into some common mistakes people make when performing the deadlift. Okay, class, now that we've gone over the proper ways to warm up and how to perform the deadlift, are there any areas that we need to go over?
I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
How far away should how far apart should my legs be from my feet when I'm doing the deadlift?
Oh, that's a great question, James. So when we're going up to the bar, like I said, we want to be 3 to 4 inches to the bar, and our feet are going to be just over shoulder width apart. This puts us in a great position to come up from the deadlift. Not too close, but not too far. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, that's perfect. All right, thank you, thank you.
All right, sweet. So going on, Ashley, honey, your mic's on. Ashley, can you turn your mic? Oh, thank you. Thank you. So now that we've gone over the proper form, we're gonna get into some common mistakes people make when performing the deadlift. So we've seen the right way to do it. Now we're gonna see the wrong way to do it so we can avoid doing it this way. So we're gonna see how the mistakes are when people are, Ashley, thank you, thank you. So now we're gonna see some of like the squatting mistakes people make, their starting position, where they'll get wrong in their setup point. This will go into the arching of the back when performing the deadlift. So this will put pressure on people's lower backs, and then the shoulder roll that people will do at the top of their deadlift. So let's get into that, common mistakes that people make. Okay, guys, so we're gonna get into some of the mistakes people make when deadlifting. All these mistakes will typically put pressure on our lower back area and our spine. These are obviously pretty key elements of our body, so we wanna make sure that we're doing the right way, and I'm gonna show you the wrong way so we can avoid this and avoid injuries. So first, like I said, the position when squatting. When you saw Kyle do it the first time, he got nice and low, bent his knees. From here, people are trying to perform the deadlift from too high up, putting pressure on their lower back area. Another mistake people will make when pulling up the lift is arching their back on the way up. So Kyle, can you go down and show them what an arch looks like? Boom, so see how his back is arched? When he had it right the first time, his chest was up, back was flat. Here he's in a bad position, putting pressure on his back when it wants to be on the glutes and hamstrings. Now once we pull the deadlift up, a common mistake people will do is roll their shoulders back. You see how he's rolled back, putting pressure into the spine area. This is what we really want to avoid when deadlifting, because our spine is super important. We can't injure that spine. So when we pull it up, keep it nice and controlled, back flat, and I'm in a good, strong position, guys. All right, so those are some of the common mistakes people make, and now you guys know how to avoid those mistakes when deadlifting. All right, guys, that was some pretty great stuff. I'm lucky I had my professional Kyle here to help us out with that. So we've gone over a lot today. We've gone over how to warm up. We've gone over how to properly deadlift, and we've gone over the common mistakes people made. Just for fun, I thought it'd be a cool idea to share a video with you guys. This is going to be the world record for women's deadlift. So I'll share that with you right now. It's a pretty cool video here. Let's see if I can get it up. Okay, here we go.
This will be an all-time world record raw classic. 600 pounds by a woman, any woman in a raw meet.
That is a pretty awesome video, guys, if I do say so myself. It's a world record, and that is a lot more weight than I could do right there. But yeah, there we go. So that was today's lesson. That was our last video of the day. I hope you guys enjoyed that. To go over it again, we went over the proper way to warm up, proper way to deadlift, and some of the common mistakes here today. Now that we're wrapping up class, does anybody have any last questions that they want to ask? Just any clarification questions?
Mr. O,
Yes.
how much can you deadlift?
I could deadlift a max of 425. But anything else regarding the proper form? Nope. Well, that was it, guys. I'll stick around for a couple minutes after class just in case anyone has anything to say or any questions to ask me about any other part of class. I hope you guys have a great rest of the week, and I will see you next week.